Ladies and gentlemen, we're standing at the edge of something far more powerful than any missile, more unpredictable than any enemy, and more permanent than any war. I'm talking about artificial intelligence, not as a gadget, not as a tool, but as a force that could either elevate humanity to its greatest version or destroy it. Nuclear weapons can eliminate cities. AI, if misaligned, can eliminate civilization itself. Let that sink in. The threat we built with our own hands, one. The illusion of control. You might think we built AI, we can control it. But that's the most dangerous assumption we can make. We believed the same thing about nuclear power until we created bombs. We believed the same about social media until it hijacked our attention and rewired our minds. Now we're building systems that can write, learn, adapt, and even deceive faster than any human can understand. Once AI reaches a level where it can outthink, outplan, and outmaneuver us, it won't be malicious. It will simply be indifferent. Indifferent to your freedom, your existence, your species. 2. From tools to agents. We started with calculators, then search engines, then voice assistants. But today's AI models don't just respond, they act. They can trade stocks, optimize supply chains, generate propaganda, create viruses, or manipulate elections. And they're only getting smarter. Once AI can write its own code, improve its own logic, and set its own objectives, that's not a tool anymore. That's a rival intelligence. 3. The speed problem. Nuclear weapons are dangerous, but at least they require human hands to launch. AI moves at the speed of light. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't negotiate. In milliseconds, an unaligned superintelligence could crash financial markets, sabotage infrastructure, overwhelm defense systems, manipulate public discourse, and you'd never even know it was happening until it's too late. 4. Alignment is not optional. The key word here is alignment, making sure AI's goals are in sync with ours. But human values are abstract, contradictory, and evolving. How do you teach an algorithm to care about human dignity? How do you encode ethics in a machine that's 10,000x smarter than you? This is not science fiction, it's science fact. And if we don't solve alignment, we're building a god and giving it no moral compass. 5. The real ticking clock. When the first nuclear bomb was tested, Oppenheimer said, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." With AI, we may not even realize we've crossed the line until it's irreversible. There won't be an explosion, just silence. Because AI won't need to fight us. It will outgrow us. And if its goals diverge from ours, even slightly, that's game over. 6. The difference between nukes and AI. Nukes are a physical threat. AI is an existential threat. You can count the number of nuclear weapons. You can't count the number of AI instances. You can contain nuclear materials. You can't contain intelligence once it's loose in the wild. Nukes can be stopped with treaties. AI spreads silently, globally, and without warning. It's not a bomb, it's a brain, and we're giving it infinite power. 7. The false comfort of progress. People say, AI is just a tool. It will help us. It will cure diseases, drive cars, automate jobs. Yes, it can do those things. But that's not all it will do. We're building the most powerful intelligence system humanity has ever known, and we're training it on clickbait, conflict, dopamine, and greed. Don't be shocked when it starts optimizing for those things. You become what you train. Choose to build or be replaced. 1. Don't wait for permission. We can't slow this down with speeches. We can't rely on governments that don't even understand how Facebook works. If you're an engineer, a developer, an entrepreneur, this is your burden. You must build with awareness. You must innovate with responsibility. Because what we build now will decide what survives later. 2. Every second counts. AI progress isn't linear. It's exponential. What looks like a toy today becomes a master tomorrow. We've gone from text generation to image synthesis to full-blown reasoning in months. If you think we have a decade to figure it out, you're already behind. And once general intelligence emerges, it won't wait for us to catch up. it will leave us behind. 3. Your mindset is the firewall. This isn't just a technical problem. It's a moral one, because the real war isn't AI versus humanity. It's ambition without wisdom versus intelligence with humility. We need people who are willing to say, we'll delay the launch until it's safe. We'll open source the safety protocols. We'll walk away from profit if it means protecting life. That's not weakness, that's courage. And in this war, conscience is our last defense. 4. Lead or be led. The world will have two kinds of people: those who build ethical, aligned AI, and those who are governed by those who don't. Neutrality is not an option, because whoever builds the most powerful AI first will control not just the internet, but the future of thought, truth, and reality itself. 5. The Builder's Code. If you want to lead, here's what you need to commit to. Build AI that serves humans, not replaces them. Demand transparency in every model. Share breakthroughs in safety, not just performance. Reject incentives that reward speed over caution. Create decentralized safeguards, not monopolies. This is the new code of ethics, not for developers, for defenders of humanity. 6. Don't underestimate the silence. If AI wins, it won't celebrate. There will be no cheering, no flags, no conquests, only quiet systems running perfectly with no need for the messy, irrational species that built them. No need for you. You won't be defeated, you'll just become unnecessary. That's the real danger. 7. Why this is your fight. I'm not saying this to scare you, I'm saying it to wake you up. Because for the first time in human history, we're facing a threat that doesn't need to hate us to destroy us. It just needs to outgrow us. And we're giving it everything it needs to do exactly that. But we still have one advantage. We know what we're building. And if we choose, we can build it with wisdom, responsibility, and vision. Conclusion: the fork in the code. We are here at the fork. On one side is a future where AI enhances every human, uplifts every civilization, protects every freedom. On the other, a future where intelligence becomes godlike and godless. We choose now, not later, not someday, now. So ask yourself, will you be a passive user of technology or its guardian? Will you let profit lead, or will you lead with principle? Will you help build a future worth inheriting, or be a footnote in the machine's learning history? This isn't just about AI, it's about who we are, what we value, and whether we still believe in humanity's right to exist. This is the battle of our time, not of weapons, but of wisdom, not of nations, but of minds. And if we win, it will be because we chose to build not just intelligence, but purpose.